Join the Atom Effect. Join the movement.
This is the Atom Effect. Achieve things out of mind.
If you are hearing this, you are the resistance, and you are not alone. There are pockets of atoms spread throughout the planet. We are going against the function. The divisive tactics that they use to pit us against each other will be exposed. We are not machines, we are human beings. Join the Atom Effect. Join the movement.
This is the Atom Effect. Achieve things out of mind.
If you are hearing this, you are the resistance, and you are not alone. There are pockets of atoms spread throughout the planet. We are going against the function. The divisive tactics that they use to pit us against each other will be exposed.
Don't never let anybody take your belief in yourself away from you because they hurt inside. Don't you never let nobody do that. Always believe in who you are in the darkest moments, man. In the darkest moments, when you at that pain, when you at the bottom, know that you're gonna get back up. But you gotta believe it.
It took me 10 years to learn this, but I will teach it to you in 1 minute. 1, life waits for nobody. Get up every day and keep pushing through no matter what. 2, make sure you take good care of yourself. If something happens to you, the world will move on and you will fall behind. 3, if you don't work to build your dream life, someone will hire you to build theirs. 4, work in silence. Celebrate in private. People love to ruin things. 5, don't regret your past. Just learn from it and move on. 6, no one cares. Work harder to become better each day. 7, ignore advice from anyone who doesn't live the life you want to live. 8, rule over your emotions. A calm mind can handle any situation. 9, if you find someone better than you, don't hate. Ask them for advice and cooperate with them. 10, you're truly at peace with yourself when you mind your own business.
Shout out to you if you tuned in, man. If you tuned in, you are the resistance. You are the core. Shout out to the Adams. Shout out to the Eves. This is the Blac Pill Podcast, baby. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. One more time. What's up, everybody? My bad that I'm late. Like I said, man, today's the last day of what month are we in? July, Ninja. We're in July. Today's the last day of July, Ninja. We're gonna start a change tomorrow. Shout out to KB. We got KB in the building. What up, KB? Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday to everybody. Shout out to our moderators. I appreciate y'all, whether or not you guys are in here or not. I appreciate you guys. You guys mean the world to me. I gotta say that. Shout out to the kids. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shout out to the kids and shout out to the world, man. Yeah, man, like I say, we finna change things up. Before we get started, today's episode is about Sean Diddy Combs asking a judge to acquit him or give him a new trial, calling his conviction unconstitutional. Ninja. Big balls, I let my nuts hang. They upset because I'm switching lanes in a Mustang. Ninja, that is a big swing. That is some heavy nuts. That is a big swing. Okay? That's a big swing. Where we at? Let me pull myself up. 1 second, y'all. Let me see. Boom. What up, everybody? What's up, gang? Like I said, my bad if we lagging. Starting tomorrow, I'm finna be on my internet's ass. Proverbial ass. Okay? Proverbial ass. And I'm gonna figure out how I can make this thing stop lagging. I'm gonna try and double my speed, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, we got a lot of things changing starting tomorrow. So starting tomorrow, unfortunately, it makes me sad, but I mean, I'll still be in here. We're gonna switch things up. We're gonna switch from Monday to Friday. We're gonna do streams in the nighttime. So we're only gonna do our evening stream, right? Maybe not the nighttime. I might pull up in maybe 4 or 5 or 4 to 6 or 4 to 7, maybe 5 to 8. I don't know yet. We're gonna figure it out, okay? But that's just one thing. And the reason why we have to do that is because I got to get back to my music. Shout out to the ladies. Ladies, are you in here?
Hello.
KB with the lips. Yes, ma'am. But yeah. So I gotta get back to putting out my music. I gotta prepare for music I'm trying to put out. So we gotta switch. We gotta switch to one stream. So we'll do one stream Monday through Friday. If applicable, I'll do 2 streams on the weekend. If not, like I say, we probably change up because I gotta make my new pages. And in my new pages, I'm gonna have Black Adam Gaming, which I'll probably start doing with my brother. Shout out to Rich the Engineer. And then I gotta do my beat page. So for those who don't know, I make beats as well. My beat name is Robin. Shout out to your boy. Yes, sir. Shout out to your boy. So I gotta go make my beat page and put my extra beats, my throwaways and shit out for people who want that. Maybe turn that into a stream of income. So yeah, doing all that, I can't be on the stream as much as I would like to. In the future though, I'll be on here doing all that too. But for now, like I said, we're gonna switch to one stream. So Monday through Friday, starting tomorrow, we'll start doing like an afternoon or evening stream. And then after that, we'll see as time goes on how that works out. But it should all work out. It should all work out in the end. And shout out to KB. KB said I should let the audience know my time zone. For those of you who don't know, when I say evening stream, I'm streaming in Central Time Zone. I'm streaming in Central Time. So I'm in the Central Time Zone. What up, Midwest of the world? What's up? So yeah, I'm streaming in Central Time Zone. For those of you who don't know, like I said, we in America. Shout out to America to get the greatest country in the world, ninja. The greatest country in the world. So good, I got two flags. But yeah, we're streaming in the Central Time Zone here. Shout out to the Eastern Time. For those of you who don't know the time zones, you got to look it up. So if you're in Eastern Time, right now it will be 4:14 p.m. I'm in the Central Time. It's 3:14 over here. So yeah, like I say, I'm thinking like 4:30. If applicable. If not, we probably do from like 5 to 7. That way everybody can still see the stream because everybody getting off work or they getting home doing whatever they do. So, if it's 6 over there, if it's 4 to the left, in the Pacific and in the Western coast and stuff like that. Yeah, hopefully it works out. Shout out to KB. KB said it's going to be fine. Hopefully. We just gonna, hey, look, we just gonna play it by ear. Okay. We're going to play it by ear. Even now, I can't be in here too long because I got to go to the bank to handle some business. So we're going to be in here. It's going to be like a quick hour show. Past that, man, y'all hit the like button. Y'all know what it is, Ninja. Let's get right with it. Before we get started, quick disclaimer. Everything we show you is for entertainment purposes, social commentary, and informational purposes only. Past that, none of this is real. None of this is real. It's just social media commentary. At the end of the day, we're just trolling. We are just trolling. Shout out to the people that we feature on the show. It's all love. Don't pull up to me talking about what's good. What's that shit you was talking, all that, because I'm going to look at you like this, Ninja. Oh, it didn't even go off. I'm going to look at you like this, Ninja. Or like this. I'm going to look at you like this. It ain't go off, but it's all good. Y'all know what I meant. I'm going to look at you like Ring the Undertaker bell, okay? Past that, yeah, it's all love. Shout out to the content creators who make their way to my page. Shout out to the BBW women. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We like the BBWs too. Shout out to the skinny girls. And just so the BBW women don't get affected, shout out to the BBW women as well. Okay, it's all love, guys. We participate in dark humor on this show. It's not too dark. Sometimes some people in the chat be real dark. You guys think I'm bad. Y'all see the chat sometimes. I'll be like, bro. I'll be looking at them like, chill. I'll be like, chill. Like, where did that even come from, bro? I remember Mana. I forgot what KB said. KB or AO said something. And I remember Mana was like, Jesus, that was dark. And I was like, yo, because it came out of nowhere. But besides the point. Yeah. Let's get right with it, man. Hey, man, say, man, don't shoot the messenger, Ninja. Don't shoot the messenger, my Ninja. All right, let's get right with it, man. Let's see what's popping off on the net. Y'all know I always say this. I coined this term. I coined this phrase. Everybody got the same social media, but we all got different algorithms. I said in a song, damn, media is social deadly. That was a double entendre, Ninja. I said, damn, media is social deadly. Damn, media is social deadly. Read it back to yourself and think about it, because media is social deadly. Everybody's weird now because social media has made us all a little bit, not to whistle in your ear. Shout out to KB. KB said I weigh 142, but I'm not skinny. Hey, man, say, man. 142 light though, to be real. I mean, I'm speaking from a perspective, bro. I'm 260 pounds, Ninja. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh my God, no way.
Bro, to be real, I can't even remember the last time I weighed 142, dog. I really can't remember. Maybe in high school. Not even high school. Maybe in middle school. In high school, I was like 200 or like 180. I was a big body bands, ninja. I was a big body bands. But all right, let's get to an Adam experience. And you ninjas hit the like button, answer the poll in the chat if you in here. So first things first, I told you guys about Gilbert Arenas. So Gilbert Arenas officially said that he's going to be snitching. He's going to be snitching. Yeah, that ninja finna be snitching. Yeah, so shout out to Gilbert Arenas and shout out to his son Elijah, I think, or Johnny, I forget his name, but shout out to Elijah Arenas. Yeah, not to say this, bro, but be ready to lose your dad, ninja. Yep. Yep, not to say it like that, but yeah, so we got Gilbert Arenas, Law and Order with Black Adam, people. So for those who aren't aware, on the Blac Pill, we discuss industry news, we discuss entertainment news, sports news. We encompass all those newses. Like I said, we cover the entertainment industry, but the entertainment industry is very multifaceted. With that being said, you know, I try to cover the things that I like and hopefully you guys like as well. So, you know, I like sports, video games, women, music. So that's the shit that I cover over here. If y'all like that kind of ish, I appreciate y'all watching. Y'all hit the like button, let us know how you feel. Shout out to KB. Yeah, I gotta make the links so you guys can find the links, but y'all can go to all my links. Like I said, if anything, share the live. I don't even know how to share a live though, to be real. But besides the point, let me continue. So Gilbert was arrested on federal charges and he said he's going to tell the feds everything. Everything. That ninja's cooked. So Gilbert Arenas was arrested on federal charges in connection with a federal indictment alleging he operated an illegal gambling business involving high-stake poker games at his Encino, California mansion. Now, ninja, like I said, for the uninitiated, it sounds like this ninja committed a crime. To the initiated, you know what this sound like, bruh? Bruh, this sound like this ninja had a poker game at his house, at his crib, and people came through and people wanted to play. Now, whether or not ninjas lost, sound like some ninjas lost and they mad they got their money lost or they got their money took. Now they sitting there stuck on stupid. So I feel like that's what happened. Yes, sir. I feel like that's what happened. But here we go. I think he posted bail and he said he's snitching. And he could just be saying that for the gram because, you know, everybody flexes for the gram. But I'm here to tell you, ninja, if you're engaged in illegal activities, my advice to you, now I'm not saying don't snitch, right? I'm not saying don't snitch, but just make sure them people you snitching on ain't gonna get they get back, ninja, okay? Here we go. Hold up.
You better not.
Can't hold me, baby. You can't hold me. Hello.
Look at this ninja. Hold on, we have some more. Let me see if I can find it. He said specifically that I'm going to snitch, or he said I didn't do it. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on. Let me see 1 second. Let me see if I can find it. Here we go.
You better not.
Can't hold me, baby. You can't hold me. Hello.
All right, we'll give you guys some more. We'll keep you guys updated on that one, but I don't think it's going to end well for him. Anyways, it's not my business. I'm just showing you his business. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, pull up to the front of the club, please form a circle. We have JT, Justin Timberlake, revealing that he has Lyme disease. Ninja.
What the hell?
Ninja.
Oh my God, no way.
Ninja. It says Justin Timberlake reveals he's been diagnosed with Lyme disease. Lyme disease is typically transmitted through the bite of infected ticks. It's most common in North America, Europe, and parts of Asia, particularly in grassy or wooded areas, which sucks for this ninja. And KB said when she got robbed at gunpoint to her head, she didn't snitch. You see what I mean? Where they get dark, bro? Well, I don't even know what to say, bro. I've been robbed before, KB. It's all good, KB. Yeah, that's why I keep a glizzy on me. I wish a ninja would. That's why when y'all see me, bro, I don't be talking that shit like I'm really gangster. I come off as a gangster. I'm not banging. I don't bang, ninja. I'm not a thug, ninja. But I've been harmed before. And that's what happened. When you bully somebody enough, after a while, they retaliate. So God forbid anybody who disrespect me now, because I'm going to look at you like this, ninja. Play no games, bro. Play no games. I hope you can tell. Anyways, besides the point, Sad situation. Let me see. So JT, what this ninja said. So this ninja left us a paragraph of things. He left us a paragraph of things, and unfortunately he has Lyme disease, and I can't read all of his information because I don't have my glasses on. Sorry about that.
But what the hell, boy?
But yeah, that's a sad situation because I love Justin Timberlake. I used to listen to his music a lot as a kid. I like the way he sang. I know that sounded a little bit homosexual, word to the Alphabet Brigade, but no, I'm not homosexual. Let's continue. Anyways, we have deadline reports, and hit the like button, ninja. We have deadlines reports that Donald Trump has seriously considered pardoning Diddy, according to an administration source.
You need to leave.
And shout out to Colt 45, the commander-in-chief.
You need to leave.
Let me see. And yeah, y'all never catch me disrespecting the commander-in-chief. Respect the office, ninja. Because guess what? Them ninjas can make you disappear like this, ninja. Anyways, we have Donald Trump heavily, that's what it said, heavily weighing giving Sean Diddy Combs a full presidential pardon ahead of the convicted Bad Boy Records founder sentencing later this year. Nearly 2 months after Trump publicly entertained the notion of a Diddy pardon in the Oval Office, a comprehensive get out of jail card for Combs is being seriously considered, an administration source tells Deadline. Additionally, as several associates of the much accused and currently incarcerated All About the Benjamins performer have been pitching the White House, other insiders confirmed the topic has leveled up from just another Trump weave to an intentional event since Combs was found partially guilty in his New York City sex trafficking trial earlier this month. Of course, as a number of parties attest, this being the roller coaster of Trump world, any decision on a Combs pardon is in flux until POTUS actually puts his signature on the paper. Now, and you know Trump is a ninja. Shout out to my ninja, Mr. Trump. Now, if he frees Diddy, ninja, all the black people gonna be with Trump. I already know, bro. I already know. It's all good. I ain't complaining, ninja. Now, like I said, a lot of people may not want Diddy to go free, but when it comes to Donald Trump, one thing I noticed about Mr. President Donald Trump, Colt 47 himself, is that he likes, he likes to be controversial. So it's more than likely a guaranteed possibility. Now, whether or not he honors the statement that he's made, who knows? But like I said, yeah, man, wild out here in these streets. Anyways, more industry news. We have Lala Anthony responding to criticism over the love scenes in television shows. And I'm assuming she's referring to her love scenes in her television shows. Here we go.
I don't know, you just kind of do it, but it never gets to the point where you're coming in work and you're like, oh, I'm doing a sex scene today. This is great. This is easy. Like,
You need to leave.
Yeah, that's one thing, because I do want to be an actor, but I told y'all, I don't really like people touching me. I mean, I'm cool with people touching me for work, but like, you know, like the sex scenes and stuff, you know, they looking at your body. Now, I'm very confident, but like, I don't think they need to see this black skin. I don't think they can handle this black skin, ninja. I said it, ninja. Anyways, let's continue. Here we go.
no, it's never like that.
I will say this. I think that in a lot of your shows, it's like we've seen like intimate scenes.
Well,
you know?
the thing is that, and people do say that. So here's what I say about that. In a lot of the shows I've been on, my character has been in relationships with various people. So when you're in a relationship with someone, you usually have sex with that person. So when they're like, oh, she's on these shows and she's doing these sex scenes, well, most of the shows I'm in a relationship with someone. So at some point, there's gonna be a sex scene. Like, that's just how it goes. And I'm on cable. I'm not like, I'm on premium.
But what the hell, boy?
Hey, but nah, she's spitting facts though. She's spitting facts though. Ladies, shout out to the ladies who find their way to my page. Ladies, y'all gotta understand. If you ever want to be with a person that's in like any form of entertainment industry, they're going to do some entertaining shit. Okay, let me say it like that. So what y'all gotta realize is your man and gentlemen, you as well, your woman and or man is gonna have to potentially kiss other people, be pictured engaging in a sex act with other people. What else? They're gonna have to do, in the words of the famous Kanye West and Jay-Z, they said it on the song, "Ball so hard, motherfuckers wanna find me." That shit cray. It's provocative. It gets the people going, okay? Okay? It's provocative and it gets the people going. So they're gonna do things that are outlandish. Like, guys, if I had the money, and I mean, I'm gonna get the money, but like, for example, if I was to have the money to actually create the ideas that I wanna create in my music videos and bring them to life, you guys would have canceled me already. You know why? Because I know how to push the bar. You guys would have canceled me, bro. If I was actually, like, if I had Tyler Perry money, now I might still get it, but that doesn't mean I'm still gonna do it to those old songs unless I really feel like it. But if I was able to actually bring to life my ideas that I've had in my head, I just never had the bag. But if I had the bag and I had the characters and the right portrayal of the right characters that I wanted, I would have been canceled, because my art, the goal with my art always has been to push the bar. It was always to be provocative. It was to be timeless. It was to, and it still is, right? It's to create a feeling or an idea that whenever you go back into that moment, you know, it's a moment in time. Like, it stops. Like, everybody's like, I gotta see this. So yeah, like I say, I mean, I'll still do it in the future, but I'm not gonna be as provocative as I normally would have been, or maybe I will. When I was younger, I was young and dumb. But yeah, so like I say, I'm saying all that to say, if you get into a relationship with somebody who's an actor, rapper, entertainer, be ready to deal with the shit, because it's gonna come with a lot of shit. It's gonna come with a lot of drama, cameras, rumors. Just give up on the internet, bruh. Give up on the internet, because you gonna hear your man with this person, that person, and that person, and that nigga sitting beside you like, hey baby, what's up? You sitting there looking like this. Here we go.
Cable, where they want sex scenes, they want, you know, they want that for viewership or ratings or whatever it is. So it's like, when I hear that, I'm just kind of like, so these people in a relationship, but they just never have sex. Like, it's not realistic. Yeah. And I'm not the writers either. Like, if that's what they're writing and they're like, you got to do this, I don't know, you just kind of do it.
Hold on, we got more.
When you sign up for these shows, you have to fill out like paperwork that says you're fine with that, you're fine with nudity, you're fine with whatever.
Look, for example, guys, you know, your boy Black Adam has been around the block. Not in that way. Shout out to the ladies.
Hello.
But yeah, so I've been offered, I'm not bragging when I say that, you know, everybody think you bragging, but I've been offered to do shows, right? Like dating shows and shit like that with your significant other. I've turned down those roles because of that, and I felt like it was like uncomfortable. But I'll bring you guys the example so y'all can see the contract. I'll probably blur out the names. I'll give y'all an example. It's like certain shows I've been invited to when I was younger, just like I told y'all with the modeling and shit. But you have to be comfortable with these people, like being up on you and shit like that. And like I say, sometimes they get beside themselves, and that's where it's like, hey. And they use the fact of, hey, I'm paying you against you. And that's where I'm like, hey. That's where I got to draw the line, because yeah, ninja, I ain't want to be ninjas, my ninja. But yeah, you got to sign all that shit. You got to sign all disclosures. Hey, you're okay with somebody kiss? Are you okay with being naked? Like, these are the questions that they ask you. Are you okay with pulling your clothes off? I remember I told y'all one time I did a modeling contract back when I was like skinnier, back when I was smoking. When I smoke, I get skinny. So back when I was smoking, I probably like 190 or 200 at the time. So I'm like a stick when I'm like 190, 200. I'm a stick. Like I said, I'm 260 now. You see, I'm full. So yeah, so you feel me? I pull up to the modeling contract. I pull up to the modeling agency, bunch of ninjas there. You know, they see me, they tell me do a twirl. They say do a twirl. I say,
but what the hell, boy?
What you talking about? They said we need you to do a 360 spin. I said, okay, because I don't know what the hell a twirl is. I did a 360 spin. After that, them girls looked me in my eye, dead in my eye, ninja, right? Dead in my eye, and said, all right, take your clothes off. I looked at them girls like this, ninja. And then when I took my clothes off, I kid you not, them harlots, right? Those harlots smiled at me. And then they said, okay, you can put your clothes back on. Thank you for coming. And then they never called me back, ninja. So imagine how I felt, bro. Imagine how you feel. Yeah, man. it fuck your whole brain up. So that's why I kind of feel for these people. Y'all see me always cover these people, the modeling people, you know, the artists, the women's, the men. Yeah, that's how you feel, ninja. They fuck with your brain, ninja. And then sometimes they pick you, sometimes they don't. I'll show you guys right now some contracts I had. I was actually supposed to do one for this guy's magazine. I ain't do it. Reason why I ain't do it, I ain't feel like I ain't really know how I was supposed to model, because he was like, oh, just be yourself on camera. I'm sitting there like, be myself on camera. Ninja, what that mean? I'm like, what that mean? I'm like, yeah, I don't know, bro. I don't know, but let's continue, dog.
So you know what you're stepping into, and you know it could come at any time. When you sign up for these shows, you have to fill out like paperwork that says you're fine with that, you're fine with nudity,
yeah, bro, it's like that, dog. It's like that, dog. I just don't know. And then we be sitting there going in on these people, bro. You just don't know, ninja. You just don't know. All right, let's see what else we got popping off. We got this lady. She always be talking about relationships. She said women are 100%. Shout out to KB, bro. Hey, bro. I'm just being real, dog. I'm just being real, bro. I got stories for days, bro. I should have seen the shit I seen, bro. I could not believe this is life. I was thinking to myself, like, but what the hell, boy? I'm like, I can't believe this happened, bro. Bro, I remember this one, bro. I remember this one lady. I'll tell y'all one story, bro. Don't tell nobody. It's probably not too many people in here, so we can say this story. Back when I was living my thugging life, right? Thugging, quote unquote. I kept getting hired and getting fired from a job every, I think every month or every week. This is like, I'm like 20 at this time. 20. I like 20, 21 at this time. So I keep getting fired and hired from jobs. So I remember the last time I got fired, you know, I went to my patio. I'm like, fuck, you know, I'm talking to myself. Like sometimes I talk to myself like a crazy ninja, right? What the yeah. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, we all talk to ourselves. I think you're supposed to talk to yourself. But yeah, so yeah, I was like, man, what the fudge, man? You know, I keep losing these jobs. I'm so pissed off. Why does this keep happening? You know, I'm breaking shit, punching the wall. And then my neighbor, right? It was this older lady. She's probably like 35, 36. And she was like staying under me. So I remember when I first met this lady, like, I remember she knocked on my door one morning, right? I'm like, bro, like probably like 3 a.m, because I used to stay up late. I just be thinking about shit. And when I be up late, I walk back and forth when I'm really thinking about something. Like I pace back and forth. I just pace back and forth. I don't know why I do that. It helps give me like, it stops my anxiety. It keeps me calm. So I'm walking back and forth. I do it every night. So one night she knocked on my door and she's like, hey, can you stop walking back and forth? You're heavy. I'm trying to sleep. I'm like, oh, my bad. So fast forward, boom. Like I say, so this lady pull up. She comes to the patio. I can say this because I don't know who she is and she doesn't know who I am. But she comes to the patio, and she's like, "Hey, what's wrong?" And I'm like, "Oh man, you know, I'm just pissed off about my shit." And I should I tell y'all this? I mean, I can tell y'all this part. I'm not gonna tell you the rest of what happened. But yeah, I was like, yeah, man. I'm like, yeah, man, I'm pissed off, da 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 da. And she was probably like 35, 40. And she was like, oh, I'm sorry that keeps happening. Do you want to suck some titties? I was like, what the hell? Oh my God, no way. And you wanna know what happened? This is what happened, ninja. This is what happened, ninja. Shout out to KB. KB, no, I'm not an elephant. I got heavy legs though. I actually walk really light, but I can walk heavy. I was probably on the second floor. But yeah, she was wilding, bro. She was wilding. Anyways, back to what I was saying. I feel like we have this lady right here saying that women are 100% responsible for getting pregnant. Whoa. Ladies, come listen to this tomfoolery. Here we go.
When are we going to start acknowledging you knew you didn't want to get pregnant? He knew he didn't want to get you pregnant. Y'all were both not taking accountability for the actions that you were taking in the bedroom.
Now, let me stop her right there because she's talking fast. She's talking fast. Let me run that back. Listen to this.
I feel like when are we going to start acknowledging you knew you didn't want to get pregnant?
Now, let me stop you right there. Gentlemen, lady, when a woman, look, ninja, we all have a brain here, okay? Need I say more? When a ninja gets a woman pregnant, and when a woman get pregnant by a ninja, what are y'all talking about? She didn't want to get pregnant. This ninja was treating her like a Twinkie, ninja. A Twinkie. What are we talking about, people? A Twinkie. A Twinkie. And you thought you weren't, I mean, what are y'all talking about, bro? A Twinkie, bro. She was his personal Twinkie, and she thought she was gonna get pregnant. That's insanity. Clown world, ninja. Clown world, bro. Here we go.
He knew he didn't want to get you pregnant. Y'all were both not taking accountability for the actions that you were taking in the bedroom, and now you birthed the baby. It's not fair for men for us to be like, well, he's not taking accountability in this situation, because I believe, and y'all can crucify me if you want to, it is up to a woman if she gets pregnant or not.
Let me get.
But what the hell, boy?
Now, everything she said at first was mumble jumble and tomfoolery. But the last part made sense. Yes, it's up to a woman if she wants to be pregnant by you or not. Now, Ninja, I'm here to tell you, if a woman doesn't want to be pregnant by you, and I'm not saying all, you know, I always tell you guys, we're governed by the terms some, not all, because if we say all, people think that you're being disingenuous in today's society. But a good majority of women, if they don't want you to be their baby father, they won't have you as their baby father. If you're their baby father and they don't want you as their baby father, Ninja, at this point, you are a means to an end, Ninja. And it's okay. It's okay. You got to be honest with yourself, though. Like I said, the truth hurts. Run it back. Yes, sir. The truth hurts, but it'll set you free. Let's continue.
It is our responsibility to take care of that.
Let me give you an example.
1,000%. It's my body, my choice. Why is that only when it's convenient?
So you don't think it's 50-50?
But that's what I'm saying. I think the man's responsibility is on the front end, right? Yo, you slid in raw. Right. That's number one.
But why are we letting a man slide in raw? It's my responsibility.
Number two, you shot up the club.
Why are you letting a man shoot up your club? That's my responsibility.
Now, gentlemen, I'm going to give y'all some ultimate game. Listen up, fellas. Ultimate game right here. I learned this. I didn't create this. I learned this, right? And what I learned is, and this shit's going to shock you, because it shocked me too, but when I start to really sit there and think about it, I understood. So when you deal with a woman, and I mean, word to the Alphabet Brigade, they, them, the LGBTQIA plus community, we ain't part of that, but I'm saying, just so y'all know, we see you too. We see you too. But yeah. So I learned this, right? So, you know, gentlemen, it's an even exchange. So, you know, when you ejaculate, right? Fellas, did you know that when you ejaculate, if you don't ejaculate into your hand or into a condom, even when you ejaculate into a condom, but you know, when you ejaculate, you know, based off of, I'm not saying this like I'm 100% accurate, but based off of what I've seen, did you know that your semen is not yours anymore? Yep. Oh my God, no way. Let me say it one more time. Did you know that your semen, when you ejaculate, your semen doesn't belong to you anymore? You know that means you gave it away. Like, you know, when you ejaculate, they say based off of I don't want to say legally, because you know there's gonna be lawyers that might find their way to my page and try and turn up on me and become internet warriors and all that shit. But I'm saying you basically intentionally gave away your DNA. That's what it said. That's basically how it's described. So do with that information as you will. Once I understood that, yeah. That's why I'm on 10 looking at everybody like this, Ninja. Yeah, because ain't no way. But yeah, once you ejaculate, you have freely or legally given away your DNA. And whatever happens to your DNA, it's on you, but at the same time, you're not in control of it. So for example, if you ejaculate into a woman, it's your DNA, but it's not your DNA anymore. So if you ejaculate into her, it becomes her property now.
What the hell?
I know.
Oh my
Yep.
God, no way.
Yep. And it's all jokey jokes until you realize, because you can't force her to pee it out. You can't force her to push it out. Not to say it like that, Ninja. Ugh. Not to say it like that, my Ninja.
Brother, ugh.
But I'm saying you can't force her to push it out. It's not yours anymore. So gentlemen, every time you wanna, you know, you hear what's the word? You know, you hear some of this, and then you feel me, you hear some of this. Please understand that if you bust inside this woman, shout out to they them, if you bust inside the Badussi, Ninja, okay? Ninja, it's not yours anymore, Ninja. So do with that information what you will. And don't be mad at me. Like I always say, don't shoot the messenger. I say these things from a place of love, because love is wanting more for someone than you want for yourself. So I say this because I care about you people. Even my haters and my detractors, shout out to you guys as well. Shout out to the Adams and shout out to the Eve. Shout out to the core, Ninja. I say these things, like I said, with the hopes that somebody that's a little bit younger than me, you know, the young generation that be watching the streamers and shit, they find their way to my page and I help them dodge a bullet. I done dodge bullets out of luck, but like I said, I done got scars dodging these bullets. So I only know this shit through trial and error, ninja. Now, like I said, I ain't got no kids. I'm not finna say thank God, but at the same time, yeah, feel me? I ain't got no kids, but I got friends that got kids, and I've had multiple girls tell me, yeah, bust inside me, ninja, bust inside me. And I'm looking at them niggas like this, ninja. So keep that in mind. Here we go.
But you have a lot of women who are having sex that say they both had the option to choose to have sex that wasn't protected. A lot of women don't know that a man is gonna shoot up the club.
But what the hell, boy?
Woo! Shout out to KB said, and it stays in there monkey for 5 days. Damn monkey. All right, let's continue.
A lot of women don't even want to have a baby, and men do that to trap them. Right. So to say that it completely exonerates the man and put that.
All right. First off, now what you're saying is two parts. So yeah, there are ninjas that trap women, but there are also women that trap ninjas, ninja. Everybody be trying to manipulate everybody, ninja. And the proof is in the pudding. I showed y'all some of these crazy girls that be turning up on a ninja, and I showed y'all some of these crazy ninjas that be turning up on a girl. Okay, here we go.
That decision solely on the woman, that's a lack of accountability, because both parties have to be held accountable. We both made a decision, right? We both made a decision. We both have a baby. But if you have sex, then you assume that a baby is going to happen, because you're only supposed to have sex for the procreation of a baby.
Y'all may think that it's a 50-50 deal, but what if every woman were to start to take the responsibility of her own body? What if a woman, instead of going home and sleep with, we live in such a hookup culture, and it is creating death, disease, and children that we don't want. It is creating so much resentment and self-hate and low self-worth, and now we want to do all these things in our life. And
all right, come on.
Get your funky ass in this motherfucking bath, bitch. I mean, I
yes, sir.
Girl, shut your funky ass up. You already need to fuck out, so bitch, shut up.
All right, not her, but I'm saying, I mean, we get the idea, but y'all turn these things, at this point should not even be think pieces. At this point, this is just common knowledge and common sense, man. At the end of the day, everybody tripping out. Anyway, shout out to the good brother. We found this brother right here. I forgot this ninja name already, but they've been talking about him. But shout out to him. He's the ninja that created Plantaline, which is his plant version of gasoline. Here we go.
Hey, somebody tell those hackers, "He vuelto, perras." I'm back, bitches. And don't ever think I'm gonna go down without a fight. But I promised you guys in my last video, I'm still working, I'm still building no matter what. And thank all of you. I am so humbled to have the whole world's support. And I want to let you guys know that when some force is fighting me, you're not just fighting an individual, you are fighting the whole world, and you are fighting the source, because this is not mine. This was bestowed upon me by the Most High. And I am just a vessel
yes,
for the
sir.
consciousness, so no amount of nefariousness.
What's this ninja name again? I forgot his name. Hold on. Let me see. Jim? I forgot his name, bro. But we discussed him, and I told y'all he created his own form of energy. And we thought he went missing, and then his mom said he's good, and he said, "I'm back, bitches." Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But I'm trying to figure out what his name is. Justin? I can't remember his name, but we're gonna call him we're gonna call him Plantaline. Shout out to Plantaline.
Can triumph somebody who walks in righteousness.
And we say, wait. And just so y'all know, I'm saying Plantaline with the utmost respect, man. I just forgot his name, okay? I forgot his name. I think it's Jalen. It's not Jalen, it's Justin or something. I can't remember, but his mom said he good. And he just popped up and he said he good. Here we go.
See, these hackers, they got into my iCloud, and they were able to basically remotely watch and view my entire phone. I figured out they were in my phone, kicked them out, and they had no more access to my phone, but they still had access to my Instagram somehow. My best guess is that these hackers were using some type of session token, because they cloned my iCloud that was having the session tokens connected to my Instagram account. But to be honest, my best guess is yours. So you know what?
But what the hell, boy? What the hell?
Nah, I'm just trolling. But I mean, if you guys don't know what a session token is, it's like when you pop into the. That's the thing. Sometimes we got to dumb it down for a fifth grader, because Ninja, I have no clue what you talking about, Ninja. But nah, a session token is when you log into your account, and then you put the code in. That's a session token, just to make sure it's you. That's actually you. Here we go.
I know you hackers are watching this right now, so how about you let the world know what you did? And while you're at it, you can also let the world know how all 3 of my microwave irradiated nuts taste in your mouth. They posted my driver's license 3 days back to back in front of millions of people. And no matter how many times I get in the account, delete the license picture, and then change the password, change two-factor, everything, they get back in. And I started to realize, wait a minute, these people have been studying me for 6 months. They have some type of back-end way to get into my account, and they know I'm the type of person to want to share with the world what's going on.
What the hell? What the hell,
Oh my God, no way.
Nah, it's okay. I'm here to tell you guys, when it comes to genius, I know because they've told me I was a genius when I was younger. When it comes to genius, with every genius or with every bit of genius comes a little bit of crazy, and that's okay. Okay? So we don't judge this brother. I'm happy that you back, bro. Stay safe out here in these streets, gang. Anyways, listen to this. And KB, we still got to do your videos, man. I've just been so busy. We might hit them up later. But yeah, we got Dr. Umar's side chick finally breaking her silence and unleashing on him. Here we go.
You swear it's me hacking your Instagram. You swear it's me that stole your rental car keys. You swear it's me that stole your tea container. Y'all, he got a tea container the size of my fridge. Nothing but tea. And I just got rid of it. He swears I'm the one that stole his sink stoppers. This is funny, but I'm not lying. This is how drug addicts and maniacs that go manic act. I'm the reason for everything. Now I done took off with FDMG's banking statements. I probably stole the blueprints to FDMG too late. This motherfucker tell it. I'm not a health aide. He knew that. He knows where I work. I have to be sworn in where I work. I've touched $1 billion worth of accounts. Why the fuck would I fuck with FDMG paperwork?
Good point. Good point. Good point.
But you've been caught with an FBI file, so are you an informant? We shall see.
You need to leave.
Yeah. I don't know what to believe. I don't know what to believe. Anyways, more industry news, and I think we about to be at the main event. Yeah, we're at the main event. All right, so first things first, we got Erica Mena, who breath be on crank mode. Word to Chris Brown, Ninja. Word to Chris Brown. We got Erica Mena turning up on Safari, her baby daddy, because he was at a Chris Brown concert. So she said the world's poster boy Debbie at the Chris Brown concert, shedding fake tears for yet another man. Clown, ain't you in court right now lying under oath about being broke just so you don't have to lift a finger or dollar for your kids you don't even see? Even your mother would be ashamed. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm a filibuster. I don't want the copyright. But yeah, so that Ninja crying, I guess, for Chris Brown. Yeah. All I know is, bro, damn, Ninja can't go to a concert, Ninja?
But what the hell,
What the hell wrong with this girl? Is he not allowed to go to the concert? I'm confused. Let's say he's broke. So because he's broke, Ninja can't have no fun, Ninja? Yeah, bro. It be the little things like that made me think, should I have me a kid? Because I don't want to have a kid and every time I'm having fun, I'm supposed to be working, Ninja, because that don't sound fun, Ninja. That don't sound fun, Ninja. But all right, man. like I said, man, hit the like button, Ninja. Main event, because I got to leave in a little bit. Here we go. Main event time. Main event. 4, 3, 2, 2. Oh, shit. I messed up. Hold on, guys. All right, here we go. All right, Ninja, hit the like button, Ninja. Y'all know what it is. Yeah, man, shout out to KB. KB said she doesn't like Dr. Umar. And I don't know. I mean, I understand where it comes from. I like what he says, though. Don't get me wrong. I like what he says, like the Pan-Africanism thing. I like that whole idea. But I hope he's not race peddling, if you know what that is. If he is race peddling, yeah, that's the whole thing that don't sit well with me, because like I said, one question that everybody has, and we all technically have the same question, and y'all know what it is. The question is, the question is, you know, where's the school, Ninja? Where's the school? Excuse me. Where's the school? That's my question. Where is the school? Let me move this down. Move to bottom. That's the whole thing for me. Where's the school, right? That's the only thing I'm like, all right, I see. Anyways, let me move this up. There we go. All right, so yeah, Sean Diddy Combs asked the judge to acquit him and give him a new trial, calling his conviction unconstitutional. So the question was, chat, do you think that Diddy should be acquitted of his charges? Vote and tell us what you think. We have 100% of people saying the diddler is dangerous. I wanted people to say he's a diddle to society. I created that one off the top of the dome, Ninja. Come on. Anyways, let's get right with it. And shout out to KB. KB said, you know you are not ready yet you'll know when. I guess he meant when I have kids. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm ready to have kids. I'm just not where I want to be financially, fiscally, emotionally, spiritually, and like in terms of my life. Like once I start doing the things I'm doing, it's like, okay, you know, after I enjoy doing the things I'm doing for a little bit, yeah, I have me some kids, but I'm ready to have kids. I'm just not per se wanting to be a dad right now, because I feel like I haven't accomplished enough. That's just me though. You know, you guys hear what I say. Don't take, and I'm not saying you, KB. I'm saying like sometimes people take offense to the way I think in my head, and that's okay. Oh, they trying to attack my stream. Y'all see that? They trying to attack my stream. All right, we're going to get right with it. Oh, they trying to attack my stream. Yeah, they trying to attack my stream, bro. Y'all see that? They trying to attack my stream, bro.
You need to leave.
All right, I'm a little bit scared. I guess they watching. Shout out to my CIA agent and my FBI agent. And shout out to KB. KB said, be careful who I choose to have kids with. Oh yeah, man. I mean, one thing about me is God granted me the gift of discernment. So when it comes to picking people for certain jobs, I'm pretty good at doing so. Past that, I'm gonna keep that in mind, KB. All right, so these niggas trying to end my stream, so we're gonna be in here for 10 minutes. Let's get it right, let's get it tight, let's get it popping. All right, so shout out to the Breakfast Club and the beautiful Lauren LaRosa herself. We have Diddy filing a new motion for an acquittal or a new trial. Here we go.
Reported here exclusively that there would be a new filing in Diddy's case because his team is trying to get him home. So yesterday, Diddy's team submitted documents to the judge asking for Diddy to be acquitted on both of the Mann Act charges that he was convicted of, or to be given a new trial. They're saying that they're still standing on the Rule 29 that they mentioned early on in their defense, that there is not enough evidence. There's insufficient evidence to sustain the conviction of the crimes that he was convicted of. So what they're saying is that because when you are convicted of the Mann Act, you're supposed to prove that the person transported somebody across state lines for the purposes of sex. They're saying that they believe that Diddy's the only person ever convicted under the statute that didn't actually make money off the prostitution. That's the
first thing. And yeah, he's right. So he didn't really transport Cassie as a prostitute, right? So when it comes to the Mann Act, you're supposed to be transporting somebody to engage in prostitution. So Cassie wasn't a prostitute, right?
But what the hell, boy?
Technically, she wasn't, right? Technically, she was his girlfriend who was sleeping with prostitutes, and he wasn't transporting these prostitutes. These prostitutes were transporting themselves. Shout out to YouTube. Don't demonetize me for saying that on the show, Ninja. Here we go.
First thing. The second thing is they say Diddy did not have sex with any of the prostitutes, which we heard on the stand that all the women and the escorts themselves said that he never actually engaged in sexual activity with the escorts.
All right, boom. Second thing, and shout out to KB. KB said he's going to walk by money or pardon. And yeah, what it comes down to is what Lauren LaRosa said as well. He didn't actually engage in sexual intercourse with any of these prostitutes. Yep. So, I mean, technically, by association, when it comes to the law, he didn't actually break the law. Now, I don't know whether or not he was that meticulous to think of doing that by himself, or did he figure out that by speaking to a lawyer or some kind of bullshit? I really don't know. But we'll probably never know. And that'll probably go down in history as a conspiracy theory. Right? It'd probably be a conspiracy theory. Here we go.
And that he didn't actually arrange the travel. Now, there were... on the stand, they did have conversations about, different audios that were played and, different things where Diddy was saying, hey, book this person to come here, whatever. But because he didn't actually book the travel and transportation himself, they're pointing that out. And they're saying that...
now, you got to drop, man, look, we got to drop the air horn for these lawyers because these are some amazing lawyers. And this is how you play with the law, people. Yes, sir. Now, don't get it twisted. It's not that I'm defending Diddy. I'm saying his lawyers... to be able to do some shit like that and spin it like that using the law against the own people that created the law. Hey, man, come on, man. Come on, Ninja. Ninja, to flip it like that, Ninja. Come on, Ninja.
The escorts or prostitutes had friendships with Jane and with Cassie. So they were flying in to enjoy their friends, and then they consented to have sex after.
Woo. Yeah, now that's how you flip it. Shout out to KB. KB said not one child he was said to have wasn't proven. KB, expand on that, KB. Here we go.
So he shouldn't be convicted of these things. And he should be able to get a new trial or come home. So the judge put in a letter saying that the defense has to respond to Diddy even asking to be let go prior to sentencing today.
Trouble is easy to get into and hard to get out of. Boy, that just sounds complicated.
It did. It's not that it sounded complicated, right? The reason why it sounds complicated is because now they're doing their job. They're taking the law and extrapolating off of it. And that's why I tell y'all all the time, I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a lawyer. Shout out to all my homies that went to law school and completed it. Good for you. I'm not a lawyer, but what I can tell you is when it comes to the law is basically like subject and predicate, which is something we learn in school about sentences. Subject and predicate. So with the law, you can take an idea and then you can extrapolate off the idea. So I can go mouse. This mouse could be a rat. You see how that made no sense, but it correlates because a mouse is like a rat. Now that's just an example, but to make a better example, like I said, mouse, this mouse controls the computer. So I have to assume that if this mouse controls the computer, this mouse could have been used to hack the computer and open the computer against the person's will without that person knowing by somebody that snuck into their house with this same mouse. You see what I'm saying? Did you just see what I did there? And that's what a lawyer does, people. And they go based off of a reasonable assumption or a reasonable doubt. That's why it's kind of like, hey, stay away from the law. Oh, and shout out to KB. KB said she's referring to the young tenders he was accused of dealing with. Oh, okay, I get it. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. That's what we have to remember. The case wasn't really about any low-profile people. I told y'all. This case, when it came to Diddy, the whole thing with Diddy was Diddy and Cassie were the equivalent or the darker skin equivalent of what Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell was. So you didn't actually see any victims, didn't you notice? Or you seen victims, but they were all victims that were with him. So it's the same thing with Jeffrey Epstein. You haven't actually seen any victims, but they both sitting there and the feds have information that they're not sharing. Does that make sense? I hope it makes sense. But they got a bunch of documented victims. You feel what I'm saying? Here we go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Basically, they just saying y'all ain't proved nothing.
I don't need it.
Okay. Well, Diddy trying to come home.
Yeah, Diddy trying to come home.
Yeah, there you go. That's the moral of the story.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we reported.
All right, man. So I mean, yeah, that's pretty much that. Yeah, Diddy trying to come home. That ninja not playing no games. Let me see if I got anything on the net. Let me see. 1 second, y'all. We're gonna pull up Google. Google, bro. Google, bro. Diddy news. All right. Like I said, Sean Combs asked judge to ditch his conviction or retry prostitution counts. The music mogul, and if they try it again, I'm not thinking double jeopardy will be in play because they're going to try it from a different angle. And double jeopardy is the idea that you can't get tried with the same thing. I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all seen the movie. You can't get tried with the same exact crime if you did the same exact thing over and over, or whatever they say. But yeah, so the music mogul claims he hired the male escorts for their time and created amateur pornography that's protected by the First Amendment. So we can't read this one because we got to sign in. Let me see. I'm gonna find one where we could read real quick. Hold on, let me go back to Google. 1 second, y'all. I hate when they do that. You gotta always subscribe. It's like, bro, ain't nobody. Well, I mean, I guess it's ninja subscribing, but I'm here to tell you, I ain't talking like I got it, ninja. I ain't got it, ninja. So I ain't finna be subscribing. Sorry, not sorry, ninja. Okay. All right, let me see. Diddy news. Okay, let me see. CNN, Deadline. Let me see right here. Agree. All right, so CNN. Sean Diddy Combs has asked the judge who is overseeing his case to acquit him or give him a new trial before he has even been sentenced. And by the way, for those of you who don't know, he will be sentenced October 3rd. We'll keep you updated. Combs was convicted on 2 counts of transportation to engage in prostitution earlier this month, but was acquitted on the more serious charges of racketeering and trafficking. During his trial, prosecutors accused Combs of leading a criminal enterprise made up of some of his closet employees, alleging they used threats, violence, forced labor, bribery, and other crimes to force Cassandra Cassie Ventura and another woman, Jane, to engage in paraphernalia-fueled sex acts with male escorts called freak-offs or hotel nights. His lawyers argued the sex acts... 1 second. His lawyers argued the sex acts were consensual and merely preferences of a swinger's lifestyle, while trying to undermine the hip-hop mogul's accusers by contending they were trying to gain a monetary benefit from Combs, which low-key, I mean, y'all seen Cassie came up off of 30 M's. Shout out to Cassie. That's 30 M's, Ninja. What would you do if you just made 30 M's after, after doing paraphernalia and after engaging in fornication as much as you wanted? Come out with 30 M's, hey, bro. Hey, bro, what y'all want me to say, bro? Regardless of victim, not victim, like I say, we see all victims on the Blac Pill. Regardless of all that, bro, she came up big, bro. That's 30 M's, Ninja. So congratulations to Cassie, Ninja. The new filing states that Combs is the only person in America to be convicted under the Mann Act under his circumstances, with his attorneys arguing that he had only been charged with the 2 counts of transportation to engage in prostitution. His trial would have been entirely different with less evidence of violence presented to the jury. So basically what they're saying is they painted a picture of this ninja being somebody, even though he may be that somebody, it wasn't relevant to the case. And what was relevant to the case actually got denied, which is why they need to retry him for domestic violence. But if they do, they're going to have to throw the case out, because the case you don't get, as far as I know, I've never heard of a domestically violent federal case. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong, though. Right?
What the hell, boy?
Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't actually know. But this conviction stands alone, but it should not stand at all, is what Combs' attorney Alexandra Shapiro wrote in a memorandum. Since the government arrested Sean Combs last September, it has painted him as a monster. For months, prosecutors accused him of running a 20-year racketeering enterprise and sex trafficking multiple women. But his 2-month trial showed these charges were not supported by credible evidence, and the jury rejected them. The filing continues. Mr. Combs now stands convicted of only 2 prostitution counts under the Mann Act, which doesn't require proof of coercion, threats, or fraud. The government told the jury it had to convict so long as Mr. Combs arranged for a longtime girlfriend or a paid male escort. For a paid male escort. 1 second. They always try to make you subscribe to that shit. That shit's so annoying, bro. Let me see. Paid male escort or entertainer to travel across state lines to get together and have fornication, Ninja. And that's all the jury convict him for. Combs' defense argues it is undisputed that he had no commercial motive and that all involved were adults, adding that the men chose to travel and engage in the activity voluntarily. To our knowledge, Mr. Combs is the only person ever convicted of violating the statute for conduct anything like this. The filing states, both the government's alleged victims testified that they did not want to have sex with the other men, telling the jury repeatedly, although they did engage in the freak-offs, they were facilitated by Combs, and they did not feel they had a choice since he controlled their careers and finances. Ventura testified that she was scared of saying no to Combs' requests because he was frequently violent towards her. The jury presented ample evidence of Combs' violence toward Ventura. Despite their graphic testimony, the jury did not convict Combs of trafficking either woman. So, I mean, like I say, bro, it's the same shit. Y'all know the story, bro. Let us know how you feel in the comment section, Ninja. That's it for the afternoon show. I'm going to pop back in here probably at 6:30 or 7, okay? Yes, sir. And let us know what you think in the comment section, man. Shout out to you if you tuned in. If you tuned in, you are the resistance. You are the core. Shout out to the Adams and shout out to the East. Shout out to everybody that pulled up. Y'all hit the like button. Let us know how y'all feel in the comment section. It's your boy BA. I'm back in here later. Peace.